Namo Phat, good morning. Thank you for joining me for today's practice check-in. Listen, listen, listen. This beautiful sound calls us back to our true home. The fifth mindfulness training. Where the suffering caused by unmindful consumption, I vow to cultivate good health, both physical and mental, for myself, my family, and my society, by practicing mindful eating, drinking, and consuming. I will ingest only items that preserve peace, well-being, and joy in my body and my consciousness, and in the collective body and consciousness of my family and society. I'm determined not to use alcohol or any other items that contain toxins, such as certain TV programs, magazines, books, films, and conversations. I'm aware that to damage my body or my consciousness with these poisons is to betray my ancestors, my parents, my society, and future generations. I will work to transform violence, fear, anger, and confusion in myself and in society by practicing a diet for myself and for society. I understand that a proper diet is crucial for self-transformation and the transformation of society. We've been working with the Five Hindrances by Ajahn Thiradhammo. And this morning we have a couple of sections, first on stimulus hunger and then on remorse. Stimulus hunger. An unsettled mind leading to restlessness may be the result of what may generally be called stimulus hunger, especially during periods of intensive retreat when the amount of sensory stimulation is severely reduced. The mind, normally accustomed to a certain level of stimulation, hungers for more. If this fundamental need is not met, the mind seeks for stimulation in other ways, such as recalling memories, planning ahead, or looking outside for distractions. Remorse. It is quite natural to feel remorse over some unskillful action, speech, or thought. Complications arise, however, when we either refuse to acknowledge them, are unsure or unaware of them, or are prone to the guilt complex. This last can be especially dominant if one has a tendency to self-criticism, self-disparagement, or self-punishment. Some people are particularly susceptible to thoughts of unworthiness or perpetual guilt. In the Buddhist time, this tendency, in a good sense, was quite frequent in matters of Vinaya discipline and self-reproach, leading to monks refining their conduct or asking forgiveness for faults. Remorse is sometimes traceable to a specific source, but can also sometimes be rather vague, unspecific remorse or doubting remorse about what may or may not have happened. What are we actually remorseful about? Then again, maybe those remorseful thoughts keep coming up are not the real issue. Are they just generated by our old guilt complex? Are they an attempt by the self to displace the real focus of attention? What's really going on? May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. May all beings be peaceful. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you for joining me today.